From the Ice Ranch in Littleton, Colorado, this is CPHL hockey. Saturday night hockey between the Screaming Eagles and the Raiders. Otherwise, in the Chassa season, known as Regis versus Valor. This is a terrific matchup tonight. I'm Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey Productions. Glad to have you on board here this evening. As Regis comes in, the home team at the Ice Ranch, and they're in their white uniforms and their red breezers, and the Screaming Eagles in their blue breezers and blue jerseys trimmed out in white. So we've got George Gwozdecki to our left-hand side and Terry Ott to our right-hand side. We're just about ready for tonight's action. Starting in goal for Valor, number 33 is Lucas Jordan. He's backed up by Landon Rickenbach, number 1. And for Regis, it's Easton Sparks, number 33, the standout freshman last year. It won the state championship for Regis. And number 31 is Shea Porter, his backup. Give you the lineups as the game progresses here. And we take a look out there. We've got Drew Jenkins, number 24. Let's see if they start for George Gwozdecki. He's got Maddox Charles to his right-hand side and Bauer Bodine to his left-hand side on that second line. And for Regis, I think we might see Vincent Cieslak, number 92, Parker Vernon, number 91 on the right-hand side, and Drew Fate, number 11. We have a couple of players that are out, specifically for Regis. Avery Osgood is serving a one-game suspension. Number 81, Alex Rohrout is out. Trey Noyce is out, and Nolan Williams is out as well. So some notable names for Coach Ott will not be in the lineup here this evening. And we're looking down, and we've got Dawson Charles along. He'll be flanking Ronan Hirschfield, number 29, setting up at center. On the left-hand wing, it's Hoyt Sorensen. On the blue line, Jack McKinnon, number 6, and Elijah Fisher, number 3, out there on the defensive side for the Screaming Eagles. And stepping up is going to be number 10. It's Bo Payton, number 10, starting out for Regis, and he wins that initial face-off, and the puck is pushed in by Sorensen. And giving chase, the puck moved back over to the far side wall, and a nice tip play through the wickets. And the headman pass, chasing it down, is Dawson Charles. Does he get there first? Charles does, but the puck squirts free, and it's picked up by Regis, and Regis moves it out down on the right-hand side, putting it in as Sorensen gives chase. A stick lift there by McKinnon. McKinnon battling with Sorensen. Sorensen pokes it free and comes up with the puck on the far side half boards. Puts it down low and circling, bringing it back up high. Zach Lorenzo, the big defenseman, angles a pass off the end boards, led by Valor, and swooping in to pick up the puck is Hoyt Sorensen over on the far side. We have a Sorensen on each side. Hoyt Sorensen, number 22, with the puck right now. And on the opposite side is Harry Sorensen, number 37, no relation. Working his way through as Charles moves it back over to the far side. Charles gets stood up, and the puck dies at the Regis blue line. Picking it back up at center ice, and with a backhander, putting it in is Cieslak. Cieslak centering that top line out there for Coach Ott. Jenkins with the puck on his backhand, sends a pass up through the slot and escapes the Valor zone. A bouncer in on Jordan Lucas. Keeps the play alive, and Chen has it back behind. Banks one hard off the wall. He just reads the play, but Jenkins is on the move. Jenkins moving in inside the blue line with a shot fought off by Easton Sparks. Saw Jenkins with some speed coming down that right-hand side. He wastes no time, and Easton Sparks saw that one the distance, but had to go up high to make the save. The super sophomore who won the state championship last year as a freshman, back in goal for Coach Terry Ott. So we've just begun this first period. If you're joining us, we're at the 15:26 mark of this 17-minute period as the puck rolls back to the Screaming Eagles end. And getting back is Jackson King. King banks it up the near side boards, back to center ice. And picking it up and sweeping it away is Dylan Nash. Nash down the right-hand side. For Regis takes a shot, and a blocker save as it's moved back over to the near side. Chen's back behind the cage and has the puck. Moves it back up the wall, and a quick pass up through center. It escapes all the way. Cedar Regan over on the far side almost has the stick lifted, got enough of it, and Regan's got it again. Regan looks over across ice feet and is picked up in stride by Otero. Otero's backhand feed rolling back over to the far side, chipped up, and the puck just squirts back out to center ice, where it's picked right back up by Jack Daly. Daly banks it in, and Regis in the middle of a line change with a little time for the Screaming Eagles. Puck moved back over to the far side, and coming up with it is J.D. Packard. And Packard lets it get through, and the puck is picked up right on the side of the cage. An opportunity for Regis, but they can't convert. The net's off the moorings. Boy, that puck came off the end boards, and what an opportunity for Regis as they almost caught Lucas Jordan napping. We've got a replay here, and here the puck is picked up at the right point. And a quick hard shot. It goes wide, but as you can see, it bounces off the backside, and Harry Sorensen right there on the backside had a golden opportunity for the Raiders. Off the face-off, the puck is pitched around back over to the near side. As Stanley, defenseman out there, number 16 for the Screaming Eagles now. Puck is banked in on Sparks, and Sparks will hold on as he covers up and makes the safe play there, holding on for the whistle. And the clock running off a little bit here, so we'll see if they adjust it and delay a little bit here. Off the face-off, Screaming Eagles battling forward in the near side half boards in a 2-on-2 battle. As the puck is picked up by Sutter. Sutter sends it back up to the point. This shot, Sparks saw that one. He covers the bottom half of the cage. Puck bounces off his pads, and it's picked right back up by J.D. Packard. Packard puts it back behind the cage, but swooping in to move the puck back over to the far side was number 22, Ben Klenner. Back to the live action as Sorensen tries to make a move. 1-on-4, the puck is taken away, and it's scooped right back up and taken down the right wing boards by Sutter. Cieslak took that puck away. Jenkins has it. Jenkins with a nifty backhand feed. Sends it right back into the middle, and he had number 15, Jimenez, with him. Looking for the puck coming in, and just unable to get his stick on it there was Maddox Charles. Charles had a golden opportunity, but he couldn't control the puck there as he backs out of the zone, and the Screaming Eagles keep the pressure on with a shot from the left-hand side. Bounces into the corner, and trying to scoop up that puck was number 92, Cieslak for Regis. And right in front, another opportunity. Cieslak got another piece of that one. The pass through center, and Jenkins glances over his shoulder, banks it back up to the point. And a punch pass, and calling for the puck up ahead is Drew Fate. Fate with the puck spinning. Spins it around to Cieslak. Cieslak pass back over to Brenner, and Brenner couldn't get a shot off as Jenkins came back and defends nicely. Jenkins will slow things down with a long pass, though. He's looking for Charles. That's Maddox Charles, number 23, his brother 21. Puck back in deep as Elijah Fisher shakes off the check. Puck is moved back out to the center of safety, swooped up and bounced right back over to Otero. Otero with a handoff pass. Puck comes back over to Stelino. Stelino dances out of the corner, moves it back up to the point. Sam Wessel's pass, looking for his man back, right back down low. It's Otero. And a good play as Wessel's got it. Wessel gets tied up, gets stick checked. And here comes Valor. Valor with the puck, bringing it back in. Sorensen has a great defensive play, thwarts a scoring opportunity for Hoyt Sorensen. Sorensen on the forecheck. Cedar Regan moves it back over to the near side. And off the half boards, it's sent around as it runs around over to the far side of the bathtub, and it's picked back up at the left-hand point. Valor can't get there, the Eagles can't get it in deep. Chen's got it, he'll send it around again. This time Sparks lends a hand. And the puck with a dangerous pass right in front. Pinball is back out, and play continues as the Raiders control the puck, and circling back is Brennick. Brennick with the pass over to the far side, and quickly up ice, it's Payton with the puck. Payton with a shot and a big rebound. Sorensen's got it and puts it right through the slot. Unable to come up with it, and we've got the game's first whistle. It's going to go for a high sticking call. And as we look to the box to see who it's on here, I believe it's going to be on Eddie Chen, number 4, and it is. So Regis gets their first power play of the game. This one comes with 6 minutes into the contest. So Chen, with a high sticking call, takes the game's first 2-minute penalty. Setting up for it for Coach Terriot on the power play is going to be Vincent Cieslak. Cieslak's got Fate on one side. On the opposite side, he has Bo Payton. Up at the point is Parker Brenner at one point, and Bo Payton, number 10, on the other. It's tough to see those numbers down there sometimes, especially the sleeve numbers. On Regis, I think that is Dylan Nash, number 20. It is Nash. So a little mix up right now on the score clock, and they're looking to get the player up there, and it is. Puck is down as it's held there by Parker Brenner, and the pass as Cieslak had a great shot. He had the top half of the other side, far side of the net. And Cieslak sends a pass back to Brenner. Brenner retreats. Payton's got it. Cieslak with the head up. Finds Brenner, and a little flip pass over on the far side as man got stood up. That was Drew Fate. And Regis will set up to do it again. Back behind Sparks' cage. Regis comes out, and Cieslak's got it. Cieslak with some room, drifts to the top of the circle. Back up high. He's got Brenner. Brenner's shot gets deflected and covered and held by Lucas Jordan, hanging on there. So with 50 seconds gone in the power play, Regis gains an offensive zone face-off off of that. And again, Parker Brenner off that face-off. Screaming Eagles win that one. The puck drifts all the way back. Lorenzo sets up. Lorenzo with a soft pass gets beyond everyone. Second opportunity stood up by the Screaming Eagles. And getting back is Hirschfield. Hirschfield's pass doesn't escape the zone, and coming up with the puck over on the far side, Parker Brenner. Brenner sends it up to Lorenzo. Back to Brenner. He sets up top of the circle, takes a shot, and hit a body in front. And the puck over on the near side, gathered back in by Cieslak. Back up high to Lorenzo. Lorenzo to Brenner, back over as Cieslak's shot almost had eyes. Quick little touch pass. Lorenzo's got it again. Lorenzo with the shot, and this time diving on it is Lucas Jordan. Lucas Jordan made that couple of saves there. We get a good replay here from Lucas Jordan's view. You can see him trying to peer past his defenseman as he gives up a rebound, but there's no Raider within 5 or 6 feet. He's able to pounce on that and hold on. So with 21 seconds remaining in the first power play, Andrew Brennick will take the faceoff. Brenner remains, as does Lorenzo. Lorenzo's a big man with a long stick, but he couldn't stop that one, and it drifts all the way back to Sparks as Cieslak is watched by Jenkins. Circling on the right-hand side is Brennick. Brennick's got the puck back up through center. He's got Sorensen in front of him. Brennick taking it wide, puts it right in front. Sorensen jamming away. Sorensen picks up the puck and takes it back out of the corner. Doesn't have options, looking for it as the big man takes it back up, and the puck comes up through the slot, and out comes the Screaming Eagles with the puck over on the far side. Jenkins has it now. Jenkins shot, and that one just goes wide. Jenkins got a lot of mustard on that one. Chen keeps the puck in play, and the puck ricochets over to the far side. Held in another shot, Sparks another save. Jenkins again, shoulders off the check, picks it up, finds Chen back up the right point, and the shot, and Sparks has it, and he'll hang on for the whistle. 8:18 remaining in this scoreless first period, 0-0 between Screaming Eagles and the Raiders. See that again, that was probably a high stick up in front of Sparks. Maddox Charles looking for a tip. And off the faceoff, chasing it around over to the far side. Politi on the forecheck. Puck kept inside the zone. Lucas Scott with a shot from the point, and again, Sparks will hang on to this one and holds on for the whistle. So we'll do it one more time from the left-hand side of Sparks. Lucas Scott off that face-off, chases it back down behind and withstands a little bit of pressure. There's a quick shot. That one bounces up and over, right into the slot, and with an opportunity there, Connor Politi got a good shot off. Politi and Lucas Scott playing right wing and center on that fourth line. They don't have a left wing on it. Playing with three left wings, Hoyt Sorensen, Bauer Bodine, and Evan Jimenez, number 15. And out comes Bodine along with Jenkins' line. Number 2 line for Coach Gwozdecki here this evening. Maddox Charles, the right winger, will set up in the left wing slot. And off the face-off. Maddox Charles looking for the puck down low. Regis is able to come up with it and moving it out. Cieslak's got a man up ahead all the way, bringing it back in. Here's the backhander and another. What a save by Lucas Jordan. As one-on-one with Patrick Brenner. Brenner was sprung on that. Here's another shot and another save as the puck ricochets back over to the near side. And the puck up ice. We have a 2-on-1. Jenkins with the puck tries to slide it over in a great defensive play. Liam Lynch got a stick on that one. Otherwise, that would have been a perfect shot over on the far side. Puck is held back in, and a second shot. Grimacing there was number 12, Bodine. Thought he had the opportunity. Quick shot by Charles, and a pad save is made by Easton Sparks. Saw those quick hands of Charles. And that was Maddox Charles. Maddox Charles wasted no time with that puck on his stick. Takes that shot, but Easton Sparks is up to the task here. 7:05 remaining in this first period. Boy, what an opportunity for Parker Brenner. So we go end to end here. Brenner, who was sprung by Cieslak. And a nice save was made by Lucas Jordan to keep it a scoreless first period. Puck over on the far side, shoveled in by Dawson Charles. Trying to dig it out was Jack Daly, and Daly's able to get it up the half boards, and the bouncing puck dies at center. Swept back. Jack McKinnon puts it all the way back over to the far side, and the Screaming Eagles try and move it up the far side, but they're unable to. Puck is intercepted by Peyton. Peyton sends it up to the slot, and another shot. Lucas Jordan made another save as he juggled the puck, bounced off his blocker. As the Raiders putting on some good pressure, and from center ice, taking the punishment. Kornmesser takes that, but he bounces off of it. Got it in, but not deep. As the Screaming Eagles were chased back into their own zone, and there is Kornmesser making a nuisance of himself to the Screaming Eagles. Puck is picked back up, and circling back is number 22, Hoyt Sorensen. Sorensen's clearing attempt succeeds. He's got it back. As he looks up, sends it back over to the near side as it's picked up by Elijah Fisher. Fisher quickly up ice. Dawson Charles makes a move. Charles all alone, slides it back over and I don't know if he was trying to shoot on the far side, but Dawson Charles sends it back into the corner, and Hoyt Sorensen seemingly had a perfect opportunity for a shot. I don't know if the puck bounced off of his stick as he was trying to perhaps pass it back. Screaming Eagles had a great opportunity to take the lead. We're at the 5:32 mark of this first period, 0-0. Sparks has made a couple of saves there, and there you see on the replay the attempt by the Screaming Eagles. J.D. Packard take this face off. Bo Payton for the Raiders, and the puck is swept up by Cedar Regan. Regan, his backhander, is able to get it up and out as the puck comes back over to Brennick. Brennick squares up and takes a shot. And Lucas Jordan eyes it into his glove. Jordan was moving to his right. The puck was moving to his left. Some quick reflexes by Lucas Jordan as he protects the top half of his far side of the cage. We'll do it again. Bo Payton again off the faceoff. Puck is shoveled up the boards. The bouncing puck comes up, and here we go. We've got a one-on-one. trying to work his way through was number 15, Evan Jimenez. But he's thwarted there, and Sorensen has it on his blade. Sorensen with some open ice down the left-hand side, right-hand side. His pass just beyond the reach. Bo Payton couldn't catch up to it. And the Screaming Eagles bring it right back in as Jimenez gets tied up. And it looks like a replay here. Sorensen on the far side one more time. This time he's surrounded. Puck is poked free, and it's picked back up by Brenner. Brenner leaves it behind. Cieslak's got it. It's shot dead by the Screaming Eagles out there. Number 2, you got to pick that up. Oh, that's Donaldson. I think that's the first time we've mentioned his name, and he made a heady play on that one. One more time, it's Cieslak turning back into the zone. And the quick shot. Bohane picks up the puck. He's able to get it back out to center. And the late whistle, the players knew it was offsides. So with 4:13 remaining in this first period, the Screaming Eagles gain an offensive zone faceoff as the puck is taken all the way back down to the Regis end. I should say the Raiders. Lucas Scott with Belletti on one side. The face-off, it's shoveled back up to Chen from the point. As the quick pass straight ahead, the shot, loose puck in front. Lucas Scott trying to pull it back down below, and a 2-on-2 battle ensues. Puck is wedged out, comes up to the boards, and it's circled right back down around. Coming back up with it is Bohane. Bohane has it poked off his stick, but Chen was there. And another rebound in front of Sparks, but Screaming Eagles are not able to take advantage of that. Otero sensing the pressure, but he's able to get it in deep. Chen with it, curls into the near side corner. And back up the half boards. Stick battle ensues. Chen comes up with it. His backhander. Lorenzo is there to meet it. Defenseman versus defenseman, up and into the netting. We've got a whistle there. Couple of good defensemen out there for either team. You've got Zach Lorenzo, number 5, and Eddie Chen, number 4, for the Raiders and Eagles, respectively. As they match up, they both take a seat on the bench here. And Jack Daly's back out there. Jack Daly along with Cedar Regan for the Raiders on defense right now. Sorensen's got it. He's got to wait for a man to get on sides as the puck gloved back down. Nice play by Jack Daly. Jack Daly had some pressure on him, but he was able to drop that puck and move it up and out. Delayed offsides on the Screaming Eagles, and the Raiders have some time. The pass, getting a piece of that one, was Brennick. So icing is waved off, and Brennick's there again. Brennick stuffs it back below the line. As Elijah Fisher moves it back over to the far side, and the puck rolling back to the Raiders' end. One more time, Jack Daly with it, slides it around back over to the near side. Daly's got it again. Pitch and catch back there for the Raiders. Daly with some confidence in front of his own cage. Sends it back up off the half boards, and it would have gone for an icing, but it's on net. Played there by Lucas Jordan. Puck comes up the near side, and a quick pass over to the far side. Potentially dangerous play is silenced there by the Screaming Eagles. Puck back down, we've got an icing call with 2:09 remaining in this first period. And a face-off once again down at Terriot's Raiders zone. The face-off is important. You look at this, you've got Maddox Charles out there along with Drew Jenkins. Dangerous tandem. Bauer, Bohane as well over on the half boards. Jackson King moving up from his deep position as he sweeps in. King was all the way down into the slot. More time, Maddox Charles working against the grain, back down low, fakes outside, hands it back off. Chen's got it. Chen watched by Cieslak. And one more time, Jenkins puts it back behind the cage. Got hung up there. Jenkins recovers it, delivers it back. Maddox Charles scores! Maddox Charles puts it up and over Sparks stick side. What a pass that he got from Jenkins. Jenkins coming out of the corner. You see Maddox Charles coming in from the high slot. He comes in between the circles, and he rifles it up above Easton Sparks. Sparks would have had to have been a magician to save that one, coming one-on-one. You see Sparks go down, and boy, it just goes top stick side. What a shot by Maddox Charles. Maddox Charles, who leads this team in goals here, gets his first of the evening. So with 1:47 to go in this first period, it is 1-0. Maddox Charles shows why he's such a special player, as teamed up with Drew Jenkins on that assist. That was a picture perfect. And again, Maddox Charles staying up high and then breaking in just at the right moment and getting that pass. And it was one-on-one versus Easton Sparks. So let's see how the Raiders respond. They've got 1:36 remaining in this first period. They've had some terrific opportunities, specifically with Cieslak and Brenner out there. Currently, it's Sorensen, Payton, and Brennick. Pass up to Sorensen. It's defended well by the Screaming Eagles, and a battle in front of the scorer's box as the puck pokes free, comes all the way back to Austin Donaldson. Donaldson banks it off the mid-ice boards. Bouncing puck, and there's Cieslak again. Cieslak working through some traffic, gets a shot off, gets the side of the page. Donaldson moves it back over to the near side. And what a pass by Charles. Charles puts it on Hirschfield's stick. Hirschfield with the long stick takes a shot, and it ricochets around on the angle all the way up and out, stretching for it. Cieslak's got it. He's got a man on the far side, and what a save. As he had Brenner, Parker Brenner on the far side, and great play there by Lucas Jordan as the Raiders almost tie it up. Got 33.6 seconds to go as the Eagles ice the puck. And so we're going to come back all the way back to the Eagles' end. Coach George Gwozdecki, along with Adrian Wiedemann on the defensive side. 33.3 seconds to go. We'll see if the Raiders can manufacture a goal here. As Lorenzo's got it. Lorenzo shot right on target. He was looking for some traffic in front, but there wasn't any. And Lucas Jordan doesn't give up a rebound. But a good opportunity as the Raiders have another offensive zone faceoff. 27.5 seconds to go. And another faceoff win. That one goes hard off the Mountain Dew logo on the backside. And the puck is sent out, but there is a hooking call. And so Regis is going to get their second power play of the game. This one coming with 20 seconds remaining in the first period. So it's a hooking call. And Bauer Bodhane goes to the box. So with 20 seconds remaining, what an opportunity. Offensive zone faceoff. Coach George Gwozdecki is asking for an explanation here. And perhaps the question is, and an explanation over for Terriot. And I don't see any changes here. And the question is, perhaps they're trying to get the face-off outside of the zone, but it's going to be Parker Brenner. And Brenner wins it, taps it back to Lorenzo. Lorenzo walking the line, takes a shot, and a blocker save. Cieslak holds it at the half boards, and the pass back over to the far side. Lorenzo almost misses, but Brenner is able to recover well. Puck down low. Dylan Nash. Battle for it over on the far side half boards as the buzzer sounds. So there's 1:40 remaining in the Raiders power play. We'll take a quick break. After one, it is 1-0 Screaming Eagles over the Raiders. This is Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey. We'll be back shortly. And this is, of course, the Pink October here. And so would like to thank Dr. Peter Cabos, a world-renowned oncologist who works tirelessly with his team to save lives and undoubtedly will one day beat breast cancer for good. Sending love, thoughts, and prayers to all of those in the battle of their lives now, to survivors, and to those impacted by this terrible disease. So that is a tribute to Dr. Peter Cabos. I hope I'm saying that correctly. As the players came out and in their warm-ups, they were wearing pink capes in recognition of Pink October here for breast cancer awareness. Something that has impacted so many of us. And we are well reminded of that here this evening. So teams have switched sides. So we've got the Screaming Eagles in their blue jerseys and blue breezers trimmed out to our right-hand side. And the Raiders to our left-hand side. Get a good look of Dylan Nash lined up against Hoyt Sorensen there. 20 versus 22 here. As Vinny Cieslak will take this face-off as Dylan Nash tries to work his way through. His stick is lifted. The puck comes back to the Raiders zone with 1:30 remaining in the power play. Raiders have an opportunity here to tie this up as Brenner with a little backhand feed, and it was tipped away. Bo Payton heavily, and over on the far side, Hoyt Sorensen trying to take some time off as Sorensen is taken into the corner, but he does a good job taking a little bit of time off this power play. So with 1:08 remaining, here comes Brenner. Brenner with the shot, and that one misses. Goes back over to the far side. Cieslak's got it, finds Brenner. Brenner with a one-touch pass over to the near side, but it backs off the wall, and it's put all the way the distance by Ronan Hirschfield, I should say. 47 seconds remaining in the power play for the Raiders. As Maddox Charles defending out there, and so is Jenkins. Meanwhile, the puck is picked up and taken down into the corner, drifted back up to the point, and coming back up with it is Brenner. Brenner's shot was deflected, and battling back below the line with 26 seconds remaining in the power play. Raiders keep it alive. Back over to Brenner. Brenner's shot goes off a shin pad. Brenner sends it back over to Lorenzo, and Lorenzo chased by a hard forecheck there by Elijah Fisher, the big defenseman. And with 11 seconds remaining in this power play, the Screaming Eagles are able to get it up ice. Lorenzo with a good battle with Jenkins. Jenkins goes down to the ice, needs some support. The puck pokes free, and Chen's got it. Chen moves it back over to the right-hand side and back up through center. Puck is picked back up by the Eagles, and dancing through there was number 12, Bauer Bodine. Puck below as Jenkins lines up a big shoulder check. A shot right on goal. Sparks makes another save. And the Screaming Eagles putting some hard pressure. That's Jenkins out there, as he's a one-man band out there for the Screaming Eagles. Puck is picked up, and a backhander by Maddox Charles. Maddox Charles just goes wide with that. Raiders look to strip the puck, can't do so. Screaming Eagles maintain possession. Puck hops the stick of Chen, and it ricochets and rolls back to the Screaming Eagles line. Puck is hoisted in, but not deep. Screaming Eagles are able to get that puck, and they move it back up high. Bodine's got it, moves it back over to Charles. He's got his second goal of the game. It is 2-0. Maddox Charles comes in, and in tight quarters, Maddox Charles elevates and puts it up and over Easton Sparks. And look at this, Maddox Charles right in tight, puts it stick side up above, and what a pass he got from Bauer Bodine. So you saw that long transition by the Screaming Eagles, and they've made it 2-0 on the Raiders. So at the 14:23 mark of this second period, Maddox Charles from Bodine makes it 2-0. And stripping the puck away, picking it back up, and a big toe save there. Connor Politi, who got in there and made that happen. Politi with a hustling back check intercepts the pass, puts it back down, and Evan Jimenez with a pass right in front, ricochets back up, And Brenner's got it finally for Regis. Parker Brenner over on the far side with some nifty stick work. Works it wide, and on his backhand, spins away. Cieslak picks up the loose puck, dishes it back up high. Puck has moved back over to the near side, and here's the shot. Hit a body as it never got through. Sam Wessel had an opportunity, but it was someone took the punishment on the Screaming Eagles side, and his shot never got through. Back to live action over on the far side. Raiders move it into the Eagles zone with a backhand feed, and that one is ricochets one more time. Brenner's got it, backhand feed right in front. An opportunity. Puck is picked up by J.D. Packard. He moves it back over to the far side, and Jack Daly chases it down for the Raiders. The Raiders bring it back up, but the puck is intercepted by J.D. Packard with a heady play. Packard glances over to the shoulder, takes the punishment into the corner. Gets a little help there as gets a little bit of help, but the puck is taken away, and the puck back over to the right-hand side. Held in, dancing there is McKinnon. Kiddo, the big defenseman from the right-hand side, drifts back to his spot. Meanwhile, a quick, sharp angle shot as the Eagles putting on some good pressure. Puck up, not out. Held in by Elijah Fisher. And the Eagles have got the Raiders hemmed in right now. Raiders trying to move it up alongside the boards, and the Eagles are pinching in with their defensemen. Finally coming up with it, Anthony Otero with it. Otero with the soft pass is able to finally get the puck up and out of the Raiders zone. Continuing to battle, and one more time Elijah Fisher punches it back over to the right-hand side. And the Screaming Eagles with the bench closest to them in this second period, taking advantage of it right now. Finally, the Raiders are able to slap that one. It goes on net, so icing is waved off. Good pressure by the Eagles. The Raiders finally get a line change, almost intercepting that pass. Coming up with the puck and a little backhand feed. Here comes Maddox Charles. He tries to go upstairs one more time. That time Sparks might have been a face save there, as Maddox Charles was looking for the hat trick. Puck rolls around. Sparks one more time, stops it there. Puck is gloved down, and with some momentum, moving the puck up and out was Cedar Regan. Puts it in deep, but he's at the tail end of a shift. And backing out, Beaudehane looking for the long pass. It's picked up, and Maddox Charles sends him Beaudehane behind him. Quick shot, Beaudehane, and another one as Jenkins had a rebound. Sparks makes not one, but two saves. Good play by Sparks to keep this a two-goal game. Sparks has had to work overtime right now. Got 11:10 remaining in this second period. We're only 6 minutes into this second period. And the Screaming Eagles, they're not putting shots on goal up there, but they've got a bunch in this second period here. Sparks has been the difference. And off the face-off one more time. It's held up by the Screaming Eagles. Punch back down low by number 9. That was Jackson King backing out. He's out there with Eddie Chen, and it's Brenner with it. Brenner's backhand feed. Chen read it well. Chen disrupts the pass and moves it up softly up the boards. Bouncing puck back into the Screaming Eagles zone as Brenner on the forecheck. Rowan Hirschfield coming back for it. Battles his man. Wins that stick battle momentarily. Puck is held up along the half boards, and the Raiders try and put some pressure in on the Eagles here. It's Cieslak one more time. Dishes it back off, but a good defensive play by Hoyt Sorensen. Sorensen had Drew Fate tied up, and Fate was trying to get that shot off. He was unable to. Trying to get that shot off, and it was great defensive play there. And almost taking it away. There is a hard-working Patrick Brenner down low, trying to cut this deficit to 1 here. With 9:59 remaining in this second period, an icing call. And we're going to come back to the Screaming Eagles end. So you can see the Raiders trying to gain back some momentum here after a strong push by the Screaming Eagles. And that top line, that Parker Brenner, Cieslak, and Drew Fate almost connected. That's what head coach Terry Ott needs right now is that big line to get a goal for him. Puck is peeled away. Jimenez with the puck, shielding. He's able to work it back through center. Takes it down the left-hand side from the corner. It's tied up. Meanwhile, the puck poked back up, and holding it in from the point was Donaldson. Or excuse me, that was Stanley Roger. Or Roger Stanley. With two first names there. Meanwhile, with the puck, trying to work it back down low. As the Screaming Eagles, you've got Jimenez out there. That third line doing yeoman's work. And trying to keep the Raiders out of the zone, but working his way through. Comes number 20, Dylan Nash. Nash gets tied up in the puck over on the far side. Zach Lorenzo, the big defenseman, trying to work it back down low with 8:57 remaining in this second period and a 2-goal deficit. Regis looking for someone to come up with a goal here. One more time, Maddox Charles with it, taken off the puck. Lorenzo is able to get it back out to center. And the bouncing puck just offsides as Parker Brenner was just inside the blue line. Got 8:38 to go. Good crowd here for a Saturday night. We got a lot of hockey tonight. University of Denver Pioneers raising their 10th national championship tonight, playing Northeastern. They beat Northeastern. They beat them last night, and they look to get the sweep here this evening. Back to live action as Zach Lorenzo is able to soccer style it, keep it in the zone momentarily with the boots. Puck is poked free back over to the near side, and looking for that loose puck was number 14, Lucas Scott, unable to come up with it. It's Brenner this time. Brenner gets back checked by Maddox Charles, and Maddox Charles puts him into the boards. And we're looking for perhaps a call, but there is none. Perhaps it was just offsides. And back to live action with 8:06 remaining in this second period, as we will have an ice make here shortly. At midway through this period here. And one more time, it's offside, so we can go back to the Raiders zone with 7:55 remaining in this second period. Get a good look at Easton Sparks down there as he sets up with the left glove. And the face-off one into the corner by the Raiders. Jeremy Kornmesser is able to wind it around, and the puck is picked up in stride by Harry Sorensen. Sorensen off his off wing as he passed it through the wickets. He was trying to work past Jackson King. But a self-pass was a bit too far. And the long pass over on the far side, drifting off the stick of Dawson Charles. Punched right back in. Screaming Eagles with a long pass. Trying to tip it there was Hoyt Sorensen. He did so, but up and into the netting. We've got a whistle there. And a stoppage in play. So we'll have a face-off at center ice. With 7:25 remaining in the second period. Raiders looking for an answer to Lucas Jordan. And with some time dancing around, that's Austin Donaldson. Donaldson moving back behind the cage. Now he'll move up ice as he got a pass off as he found Jimenez. And the puck drifts in. Sparks taps it there. With time, Jack Daly back over to the near side as Dylan Nash is able to get it back out to center. Sweeping in is Austin Donaldson. Donaldson out there with Roger Stanley. And Donaldson with the puck. He's able to hoist it up and get it up and out of the zone. Glove down. And it's punched right back in as the Screaming Eagles having a little bit of trouble with this forecheck of the Raiders. Puck is swept back in. Evan Jimenez will go for and the long stretch pass. Is he onside? Parker Brenner, apparently so. Brenner, out of some frustration, delivers a check to Elijah Fisher. A long pass right on the blade. Bohane's got it. Bohane with a play and drifting through. Jenkins is there. Sends it back up high. Maddox Charles' shot just misses. Bohane made a heck of a play to keep that alive, and then Drew Jenkins comes in. Makes a heady pass right up into the slot, looking for anybody. Who else but Maddox Charles? So the Raiders survive that one. It remains 2-0 with 5:50 remaining in this second period. So the top line out there for head coach Terriot, Cieslak, and Brenner. Puck winds around. Elijah Fisher taps it into the corner. Maddox Charles puts it back down for Jenkins to do battle with Cieslak. Jenkins emerges, comes up with it. It's double team there, but the puck pokes free. Maddox Charles has it, dishes it back over to Bohane, and Bohane unable to get his stick on it. It was off the dasher board over on the far side. Stepping in, Jack MacKinnon. Again, Elijah Fisher with a soft touch pass into the corner. Good stick check on Jenkins, and the Raiders pop it up and into the netting. We'll stay there for a whistle with 5:12 remaining in the second period. And the Raiders playing a little bit on their heels right now. Sam Wessel, the defenseman, moves it back over to the far side as he's got Jeremy Kornmesser battling in the corner, and the puck tips back out to center, and stepping on the gas. Here comes Wessel. Wessel, the defenseman, tries to fight through some traffic. That was Ronan Hirschfeld. Coming up with it one more time, and over on the far side with lots of open ice. That was number 9. That was Andrew Brennick. Brennick had a great opportunity. I think he was surprised to see that much ice in front of him. He was able to walk in and get a good shot off. Ronan Hirschfeld gets a piece of that one, keeps the play alive. Chasing it back down is Kornmesser. Kornmesser battling 2-on-1 versus the Eagles. And a shot. As that one, a toe save, as Easton Sparks had to make that one. Keep it a 2-0 game, and it's 4:14 remaining in this second period as the Screaming Eagles keep some pressure on. Nash unable to get it up and out, but it's poked free, and the Raiders have it. Marching up, Bo Payton. Payton's at the end of a shift, and the Raiders with a quick line change. Meanwhile, picking up the puck is J.D. Packard. Packard sensing the pressure, gets it in deep, and now the Screaming Eagles have to do the same from their bench. A quick little touch pass, eludes everyone. Puck is picked right back up by Roger Stanley. Stanley sends it in deep. Back behind Sparks Page. Page, a battle ensues. A quick pass right in front, but a good play by the Raiders, and they're able to move it up and out there one more time as Stanley got a piece of that one and ricocheted the intended pass over into front of the Raiders bench. 3:27 to go. Second period. Screaming Eagles lead 2-0. Get a good look at head coach Terriot there. State champion last year. They also went to nationals, as did Ballard. And that pass almost picked up. Ricocheting, and a good play by Roger Stanley. Drew Jenkins on the forecheck. Coming up with it was Cieslak. Cieslak needs relief and finds Lorenzo on the far side. Maddox Charles presses him, and the long pass, but Brenner unable to come up with it, and a dangerous play. Coming up with it is Cieslak. Cieslak tried to move it back over to Brenner, but a couple of Screaming Eagles go low and deflect the pass. thwarting the scoring opportunity here. We're under 3 minutes remaining in this second period. A couple of good opportunities there by the Raiders. Jenkins has it. Cieslak on him, takes Jenkins out of the mix. And the loose puck comes back. Jenkins taps, and Brenner and Jenkins battling for it. Jenkins shoulder to shoulder with him. And he'll take on another one. That's Liam Lynch. Takes the brunt of that punishment. And there's Maddox Charles right in front. Tried to pull it away. He was in tight. Maddox Charles again getting another shot off. Maddox Charles all over the ice right now. Stick checking from behind. Trying to come up with that third goal. And the Raiders come away with it. Little backhand pass, but it was good play by MacKinnon. Got a piece of it. Puck is back up ice. And here's the shot as Hoyt Sorensen banned on that one. Sorensen with another stick check from behind. And Drew Fate, top line out there for the Raiders. They're winded. They're going for a line change. And the Raiders come back with number 9, Andrew Brennick on the forecheck. Puck escapes all Raiders. Icing is waved off. And with time, number 22, Ben Klenner, the defenseman, picks it up, tries to hoist it up and out. Klenner's got it again. Klenner back over to the far side. Chen reads the play with 1:20 remaining. The big defenseman lumbers into the Raiders zone. Klenner battling with his man. Chen's there, as is number 10, Bo Payton. And the puck squirts free up the half boards. The pass unable to be controlled. And with some time, Jackson King back to get it. Finds Maddox Charles. We're under a minute remaining in this second period. Puck is gloved down by Payton, held up. The shot from distance didn't have much on it. Maddox Charles up ahead of the play. Swoops back in, picks up the puck. 1-on-2. Maddox Charles back in. Feed the shot, and another save by Sparks. Sparks with a great pad save. Maddox Charles, you saw Charles come in seemingly with eyes in the back of his head, knew exactly where his teammate was, made that little back pass. We're at 32.2 seconds remaining in this second period. So the Screaming Eagles have an offensive zone face-off. Raiders want to keep the Eagles off of it. Go into the third with a 2-goal deficit maximum. Cieslak finds Brenner, and Brenner is lit up by number 3, Elijah Fisher. Fisher saw that the whole way. A little backhand feed and stepping into it. Here comes Lucas Scott. Scott's shot. Scott hard on the forecheck. Cieslak back. Maddox Charles was there. Bouncing puck finds center ice. 21 seconds remaining and I did not see what the whistle was blown for, but the referee at the scorer's box. And thus far, there is nobody going to the box right now. So perhaps it was touched with a high stick or something, or whatnot. Perhaps the clock didn't run, and so they're taking it down to 13.6 seconds. So that's what it was just a simple clock error. These things happen. These are volunteers, not professionals out there. I'm speaking of in the box. The volunteer parents, the dreaded clock assignment. We all remember those. And here's MacKinnon getting back as that puck is rolling. We're at the end of the period. A lot of snow on the ice. That puck escapes and stretching ahead. Maddox Charles, but Easton Sparks comes all the way out and makes the play. So with that, as the buzzer sounds, tempers flare a little bit, but it's hockey, and they'll go to their locker rooms. We'll be back for the third and final period. It is 2-0 Screaming Eagles off of both of Maddox Charles' goals. It's 2-0 over the Raiders. We'll be back for the third and final period. This is Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey Productions.
All right, everybody, good evening. 2-0 Valor after two. I'm here with my temporary broadcast partner, Hank Jenkins. Hank, how you doing?
John, good. How are you?
I'm good. How long have we known each other?
I think the boys skated together probably
Like 10 years ago?
For 3 or 4 summers when they were like 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that.
Yep.
Won a couple championships.
Yep. Reconnected, obviously, when Drew got to Valor, Avery was at Regis, and it's been a good run the last couple of years. Good rivalry here. So
no doubt. But, always the best games and the ones you look forward to, and everybody gets up for. And the pace out here is great. It's
this is a good game.
It's fast and it's starting to get a little edgy and physical, that's hockey, and that's awesome. So
everybody, there's a QR code on your screen. Obviously, we're Regis and Valor for once are teaming up tonight for the Pink the Rink drive against breast cancer, and we've just got a little bit of statistical knowledge and information to send. There's a QR code if you want to make a pledge to a donation. So just a little bit of information here. Who is impacted? Breast cancer was the most common cancer in women in 157 countries out of 185 in 2022. It occurs obviously occurs in every country in the world. Half a percent to 1% of men are affected by breast cancer. In 2024, it's estimated among women in the U.S. there will be 310,720 new cases. For men in 2024, it's estimated there'll be 2,790 new cases of breast cancer. Today, there are over 4 million breast cancer survivors in the U.S. You want to take a couple of these?
Well,
about 4%. You'll do Colorado. So about 4% of breast cancers occur in women younger than 40.
So in Colorado, 1 in 7 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. There are an estimated 61,000 breast cancer survivors living in Colorado as of 2016. And, having been on planet Earth for 50 years now, it's pretty hard not to know. I don't know just 1 or 2 survivors. I know a lot more. And
I know several,
and some that are not survivors. And it is very prevalent. And so this is a tremendous cause. So please feel free to hit that QR code and help out.
Yeah, definitely.
So disparities among black men and women. Black women are more likely to die from breast cancer than women of any other racial or ethnic group. Black women have 5% lower breast cancer incidence than white women, but they have a 38% higher risk of dying from the disease. Black men have the highest incidence of male breast cancer and death. So our next section here, focus on breast cancer and investments have helped. The number of people who die after a breast cancer diagnosis has decreased by 2/3 since the 1990s. Change likely due to a combination of improvement in screening, treatment, and awareness. The objective of the World Health Organization Global Breast Cancer Initiative is to reduce global breast cancer mortality by 2.5% per year, thereby averting 2.5 million breast cancer deaths globally between 2020 and 2040. Reducing global breast cancer mortality by 2.5% per year would avert 25% of breast cancer deaths by 2030 and 40% by 2040 among women under 70 years of age. The three pillars toward achieving these objectives are health promotion for early detection, timely diagnosis, and comprehensive breast cancer management.
Yeah, so I mean, it's nice with such a rivalry with Valor that you know, we're all on the same team on this one, and it couldn't be a better alliance in terms of us uniting together to fight this wretched disease. One thing we wanted to shout out. We want to shout out Dr. Peter Cabos. He's a world-renowned oncologist who works tirelessly with his team to save lives, and undoubtedly will one day beat breast cancer for good. And we send all our love, thoughts, and prayers to all of those in the battle for their lives now, to survivors, and to all of those impacted by this terrible disease. You know, there's Hank, I think there's one thing that we can agree upon, and that's that we're together in this fight, and together to raise as much money as we can as I believe the two premier high school hockey programs in the state to fight against this disease. And again, hit that QR code, make a donation, and
absolutely.
Well, yeah.
I would say, just to kind of go bigger picture, I mean, Regis and Valor are you know, one of the biggest benefits to sending your kid to one of these schools is that there is such a spirit of giving and helping others and doing things that you know, make a difference and help move the world forward, and this is no exception. And also the hockey community. I mean, I participate in a number of men's leagues, and inevitably something will happen to somebody in the hockey community or whatnot. And
yeah.
I mean, the way the hockey community rallies for just about anything and anyone is awesome. And so I want to thank, you know, Regis for including Valor in this night and this initiative. And you know, we're obviously thrilled to be able to be a part of it and help out. So thank you.
Yeah, we're thrilled. We're thrilled that y'all joined up with us. We'd be a little more thrilled if you know, we could pop a couple in here, but
What
that's
were
the
the
only thing we
shots in that
disagree
last
on.
period?
I don't know, but it seemed like there were a lot more for you guys than for us. So
It was a little tilted, but it's all right. That's what the Zamboni breaks for.
that's what the Zamboni breaks for, and you know, it's sort of a back and forth rivalry, Hank. I mean, good battle. The very first game of the season, I think, for both of these teams, and went Regis's way, obviously. Tonight,
You guys
so
are down
far,
a few players, right?
we're down a few players. I'm not going to mention a couple of the players that we're down, but yeah, we're down a few players. But
One in particular.
yeah, one in particular.
Okay,
But
fair.
it's going to be an exciting season, and I imagine there'll be three or four more of these matchups. And you know, honestly, as a fan of sort of high school hockey, I mean, there's really nothing I enjoy more or look forward to more than when Regis plays Valor.
No doubt. And you know, when you have a kid and he's 14 years old and asking you to go play hockey somewhere else, and you know, I at least for our family, I love the fact that Drew chose to stay here and play for Valor, and every year it seems like the level keeps coming up and up, and more and more kids decide, you know, hey, let's have a balanced thing here.
Absolutely, a balanced life.
Balanced life,
Yeah.
and the more kids that make that choice, the better the level of hockey, and the more opportunities open up for all these kids after high school if they want to pursue it. So.
Well, and we were talking we were talking a game over the summer, I remember, and you know, they get they get a chance to travel, travel and do really significant things. There's, for instance, Zach Lorenzo just completed an immersion for Regis. I know your son went abroad over the summer.
He did. Drew was in Poland for 2 weeks on a service trip, and you know, that's life-changing stuff.
Yeah, these are tremendous service-based schools, and you know, we couldn't have thought of a better partner to partner up with, except for the fact that some of our donations are based on Regis goals. So we're not doing so well so far, but we'll make up for that. But I know Regis and the Regis community appreciates the Valor community and appreciates you joining us tonight, and I appreciate you joining me here.
Yeah, no doubt. And one more time, make sure you scan that QR code and send in a few bucks if you're willing to. That would be great. And enjoy the third period.
Definitely, we will. Thanks a lot, Hank. Talk to you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Welcome back to the Ice Ranch for the third period of this CPHL action. Both teams have a couple of games remaining here, as the Screaming Eagles have a big game against the Bruins as the final game of the CPHL draws to a close here. Top two teams, I should say, move on to, as far as the tournament, champion automatically qualifies for the USA Hockey National Tournament. Colorado will receive 2 bids. And so we have begun this third period with the Screaming Eagles up 2-0 here on the Raiders. And get the puck in deep. Sam Wessel takes a punishing check. Bounces off the end boards. And Wessel with a backhand feed. Sorensen picks it up and motors through center. Sorensen avoids a couple of checks there. The puck comes back up to the point. Then a quick little chop shot. What a bouncer there. Jeremy Kornmesser got a little piece of that one. And that one bounced in on Lucas Jordan, who's been perfect thus far. That's a puck. He is at the distance. That's going to go for an icing call. So we are 50 seconds into this third and final period. Screaming Eagles up 2-0. The Raiders need some shots on goal on Lucas Jordan. Backed up by Landon Rickenbach. Rickenbach, get a look at him. He's number 1 on big goalie for Coach George Gwozdecki. There's the long pass right on the mark as Beauhain was well above the play. Beauhain picks it up as he is stick checked back from behind. It continues as Beauhain was upended, and that's going to go for a hooking call. Beauhain draws the first power play for the Raiders of the game. This one coming here in this third period. The Raiders got 1 in the first and 1 in the second. So first penalty on Liam Lynch for the Raiders comes here at the 15:53 mark. And the hooking call is noticed by the referee. There was a referee close by, but the referee at the far end had a good look at it as well. So pretty obvious. See if the Raiders can hold off the Screaming Eagles here. They need to. They can ill afford giving up a third goal here to the Screaming Eagles here on this power play. As Drew Jenkins winds it around to Dawson Charles. Leaves it there for Maddox. And Maddox sidestepping Brenner. Passes it back to Dawson Charles. Long pass to the far side as Hoyt Sorensen recovers. Sends a nice pass right on the tape. Dawson Charles with some poise. Looks cross ice, but the pass bounces beyond Jenkins, and coming up with it is Brenner. Brenner's got Cieslak, but going all the way down, I believe, was Maddox Charles. And this time the puck ricochets, and here comes the Screaming Eagles with Jenkins on his backhand. Jenkins pass right through the slot, was looking for Ronan Hirschfield. Dawson Charles puts it back up to the point, and Maddox has it. Maddox, soft pass, finds Jenkins, backs to Maddox Charles, and the shot was a riser. It hit a body in front of Sparks. The puck comes back over to the far side in front of the Raiders zone. Jenkins again, top of the circle, loses the puck in the handle. Bouncing puck, Jenkins taken into the corner by Cieslak. Sidestepping, here comes Dawson Charles, and the shot just missing was Hoyt Sorensen. Sorensen was lined up. Charles with a no-look pass. Back over to Maddox Charles down on the left-hand side. The pass goes through the slot and comes up and out of the zone. We're down to 20 seconds in the power play for the Screaming Eagles. Eagles had a great opportunity there with Hoyt Sorensen. Sorensen just couldn't put it on the mark. His long pass, cross feed. Dawson Charles back to Ronan Hirschfield. Hirschfield couldn't get a stick on it. He might have gotten lifted there. Jenkins battling over on the far side. Held in. Dawson Charles with it. Fakes the pass. Now tries to snake one through. But it didn't fool the Regis defense. And the puck was moved out by Sam Wessel up and out of the zone. A whistle there. The power play is over. We're at 13:44 to go in this third period. Raiders survive a power play opportunity. So now the teams are 0 for 3 on the power play. And we've got a penalty, and boy, is this big. The Raiders survive a power play of the Screaming Eagles, and now they're going to get one themselves, their third of the game. And this one, the call is on Evan Jimenez. So Jimenez will have a seat with 13:24 or 13:43 to go in this third period. I didn't see what the call was on Jimenez, but it's the 2-minute garden variety as they clock. They work to get the penalty up, and will pause with time for them to do that. Talking about the scorers, scoring officials. As on a Saturday night like this, the Regis and Valor crowd are enjoying a beverage or two. And we're back to live action. Puck is fished up the wall on the far side, and the Raiders will have to chase it back as Parker Brenner fakes one way, makes a move, and shakes off Lucas Scott's forecheck. Pass back over to Lorenzo. Lorenzo, the big defenseman, works through and is able to get the puck inside the Screaming Eagles zone. Setting up on the near side is Brenner. Brenner from the left point. Brenner finds Lorenzo. Lorenzo goes low to keep the puck. Takes the shot, and it ricochets. As battling for it there was number 20, Connor Paletti. Paletti couldn't come up with it. Puck is held in by the Raiders. Lorenzo, another shot. This one dead, and now the puck is forced out of the zone. Lorenzo calling for it, but it's Parker Brenner who takes it in. Sorensen is down low, calling. And one more time, the Screaming Eagles are able to get it up and out as Maddox Charles hustles to pick up the puck with 57 seconds remaining. Charles looks to take some time off, 1-on-3, but he's chased off the puck there. And gets some help from Jenkins. Jenkins sends it up high, a shot on Sparks, the bouncing puck. And it comes back to Ben Payton. Payton moves it up to Cieslak, and Cieslak works through center. Stops on a dime, back over on the far side, finds Brenner. Brenner recovers his pass one more time, up and out of the zone as Cieslak had to retreat, and the Raiders have been unable to set up in their zone as Jenkins lays a heavy check. Puck is scooped up, and the Raiders control. The Raiders with 15 seconds remaining in the power play. Cieslak tries to work it past Jenkins, puts it back behind Lucas Jordan's cage, and it's swept up and out one more time. That's going to do it for the power play. The Raiders are 0 for 3. With 11:42 to go in this third period, with a 2-goal deficit. Boy, do the Raiders need it now. And sweeping the puck back over to the far side. Hoyt Sorensen, a touch-up play as puck is picked back up by Dawson Charles, the freshman, battling his man, but its puck is stripped off his stick. And it's sent the distance. Icing is waved off, and getting back is Stanley. Stanley moves it up the wall. Sorensen banks it off. Stanley's got it again. Stanley is pushed off the puck, but he makes a play. Sends it over. Elijah Fisher is able to put it up the wall, and the puck up, not out. Nifty little pass, but it doesn't work this time. Sorensen gets back and disrupts. Andrew Bennick, with some frustration, takes down Sorensen. Meanwhile, the puck is taken back out to center. Raiders looking to pick it back up, but it's Dawson Charles. Charles pushed off the puck. And a stick battle over on the far side results in the puck back in the Eagles zone. 3 Eagles. Finally, the puck is swept off mid-ice boards. Looking for an icing call. The Raiders are going to get it. 10:26 to go, third period. Raiders with an offensive zone face-off. Every one of them they need. Coach Terry Ott looking up and down his bench. Again, this line has seen a lot of action out there as he's got Patrick Brenner. He's changing up. Well, he's got Drew Fate, and he does. He's got Cieslak sitting back behind him. As Cieslak looks for that puck to poke out of the pile, but it never did. And it swept around the near side boards. Jammed up there by Jack Daly. And Cieslak one more time with Brenner, trying to work it out of the corner. Picking it back up is Drew Fate. Bounced up, Cieslak yields. Daly's got it. Daly back over to Cieslak. The play is read nicely by Max Sutter, number 18. Haven't mentioned Max much tonight, but here he delivers a pass right in front. Spinning shot just goes wide. Mentioned Max Sutter. He got his name called twice on the same play for a nice little play. And here come the Raiders, but what a play. Number 16 again, Stanley makes his presence known from that defensive line for the Screaming Eagles. Made a couple of good plays. Puck is jammed up over into the far side corner. Peyton is there. Peyton trying to battle, but the puck squirts free. It comes right back up. J.D. Packer's got it. Packer will put it in right on goal. He'll go for a line change. Right now, the Screaming Eagles keeping those shifts short, getting it deep and getting off the ice. Here comes Lorenzo. What a shot! And a second chance as a pinball ricocheted right back. What a toe save made by Lucas Jordan. And that puck, you expected it to bounce out, and it kind of ricocheted inside that little wedge between his toe and the pad, main portion of that pad. Meanwhile, back to the live action. It's Maddox Charles breaking free. Charles wide and takes a shot. A gut save by Sparks again. Sparks has had to be good here as he's operating with no goals for. Trying to keep it close here. Maddox Charles with both Screaming Eagles goals. And for Maddox Charles, he leads this team in goals, although in points, it was Andrew Jenkins before this evening. Maddox Charles has overtaken that. He had 23 to Jenkins 24. Ronan Hirschfield takes that shot. It never got through, and here come the Raiders again. Drew Fate drop feed. Cieslak looking for the far side corner. He finds it. Vinny Cieslak from Drew Fate, and the Raiders have drawn to within one with 8:29 to go in this third period. Vinny Cieslak with a laser finds the far side of the cage, and so this third period, here comes Vinny Cieslak coming in down, and he just leans into that shot. He rifles it past the glove side of Lucas Jordan. It is 2-1. Cieslak from Fate. And at the 8:29 mark, and you know the 2-goal lead, how dangerous that is here. And it wasn't like the Raiders got complacent, or excuse me, the Eagles got complacent. The Raiders just kept coming. They didn't get a lot of shots in that second period in a 50-50 battle over on the far side. And boy, bodies are taking some punishment. That was Liam Lynch, mentioned it a couple of times. And flashing the leather is Sparks. Sparks makes it look routine on Maddox Charles as Maddox Charles was trying to go up high, glove side. And Sparks gets a little bit of love from his teammates for that one. Here's Shaw Hockey with a good replay on that one. And so Sparks keeps it a 1-goal game again. We're at the 8:09 mark of this third period. Jenkins back out as the puck comes up, and Elijah Fisher steps in from his deep position. Jenkins tries to glove it down. Cieslak comes away with it. And breaking up ahead of the pack, calling for the puck is Drew Fate. Cieslak has it. His shot deadened there by number 6. MacKinnon with a shot right in front. Cieslak almost ties up this game. And continuing to battle over on the near side. Half boards. 5-man pileup. Finally, the puck pokes free. Who can get there? And it's Sam Wessel, the defenseman, who hustles, but and we've got a cross-checking penalty, and so the Raiders are going to get another power play. So head coach Terry Ott with 7:33 to go in this third period. The Raiders will get their 4th power play of the game, their 2nd of the third period. And it's a cross-checking call, and I'm looking for the number. I don't know if that's is that Elijah Fisher? I think it might be. Well, until we know better, we're going to call it that. And here off the face-off with a drive. What a shot, and a slap shot as Parker Brenner wound that one up. Meanwhile, Sorensen with the puck is stripped with it. Back by the fellow Sorensen, Hoyt Sorensen. Send the puck the distance and take some time off as Ronan Hirschfield presses on the forecheck, yields to Sorensen and back behind the cage. Andrew Brennick rifles it back over by Lorenzo on the far side as it escapes. And coming away with the puck, stealing the puck there was number 12, Stellino. Stellino, 12, goes down, and puck is once again sent the distance. And Parker Brenner directs traffic. He'll set up behind the cage with just over a minute remaining in man advantage time as Brenner sidesteps one, as that was Lucas Scott on the penalty kill out there. Puck delivered back over to the near side. Up high, the shot waved at there by Lucas Jordan. Puck comes all the way back to Brenner. Brenner slides it along the half boards, calls for it back. As he takes the shot as it's rejected, Cieslak with a slapper, and that one off the toe of Jordan. And one more time, Lucas Scott tries to move it up the half boards. Unable to, pokes it there, and Jenkins, his clearing attempt is thwarted. Cieslak with another one as he was looking for that far side corner one more time. Lucas Scott along with Sorensen. We've got a penalty, and this time it's going to go on Regis. So Valor squares things up with 15 seconds remaining in Fisher's penalty. So the Raiders take one, and the power play is effectively over as Drew Fate goes to the box, and the 15 seconds of overlap of 4-on-4 comes here at the 5:48 mark of this third period. And that was a holding call. Let's get you back to the live action. Hirschfield battling with Lorenzo. Puck comes up, and there was a shot there by number 22, Hoyt Sorensen. Sorensen, good looking forward as Sorensen waits for it, taps it back up high as he finds Drew Jenkins as Chen will go for a line change, and Jenkins with some little stick work and footwork finds Maddox Charles. Jenkins takes a quick little snapshot, that one right on target. Sparks is sharp, and with 5:09 remaining in the third and 1:21 remaining in the power play, get a good look at Sparks, and here comes Jenkins. He's got lots of room and body in front. There's Jenkins. Shot, and Sparks makes that save. Hirschfield off the face-off. Puck into the corner as the Raiders sweep it out of the zone. And with 1:13 remaining in the power play, they take some time off. Bodies tumble and a penalty. And there you saw Maddox Charles. You see how smart Maddox Charles is. He saw that there was a penalty. They were going to get a two-man advantage. He wants to maximize the two-man advantage, so he passes it to the Raiders. And upon the Raiders touching it up, the penalty is called, and now the Raiders with two men in the box. And I think that was an interference call. And so now George Gwozdecki calls the troops over. Terriot gathers in the Raiders. And Gwozdecki just wants to calm the troops down and say, okay, we've got a two-man advantage. We've got 4:52 up on the clock, and they've got 1:04 of two-man advantage time. And Coach Ott is perhaps asking, where is this face-off going to be? And so you look at the Raiders, and who is Coach Terriot going to have out there? Right now he's got Lorenzo And Parker Brenner. Warren Messer is on the ice as well. We'll see who emerges from the pile after the timeout. You could imagine Sorensen and the Charles brothers are out there, along with Jenkins and Ronan Hirschfield. At least right now, that appears to be the five that will take the ice for Coach Gwozdecki. You know, you look at this opportunity here, and what a chance this is. They get some practice time, and perhaps they take some time to work on the 5-on-3. But what a turn of events it can be for the Raiders. If the Raiders kill this off, they've got 104 to kill off. They start out with the defensive zone faceoff. And if the Raiders can kill this off, it's a huge momentum boost. They'll have a minute. They'll have nearly 3.5 minutes to go of time. Now they will have a secondary power play to kill off as well, but it's not the two-man advantage. Here we go. Maddox Charles on the right-hand side, and it bounces off his skate. Recovering is Jenkins, and Jenkins holds up as he finds Dawson Charles. Maddox Charles, top of the circle, takes this shot, waved at, and that puck goes up and over. Calling for it again. Maddox Charles gathers it in off the boot, puts it back down low as he's got Hoyt Sorensen. Sorensen rifles it through the slot back over to Jenkins. And Jenkins passed through the slot one more time. The Raiders control, and they're able to get the puck up and out. And with 23 seconds to go on the two-man advantage, the Screaming Eagles break it out as here comes Jenkins, and He'll drive it into the zone. Jenkins with a shot and another save as there's Cieslak looking for the puck. Dawson Charles shakes it off. And right back top of the circles there. Here comes Hoyt Sorensen. The shot, that one drifts wide. Rowan Hirschfield moves it back over to Sorensen. Sorensen with the puck, looking for Maddox Charles. Charles sees some daylight, delivers it back over to the far side, and the shot is deflected as Cieslak went down low. And with an opportunity right in front, just missing as Sorensen had another opportunity from just about the same spot. And what a dangerous play. The puck almost bounced over Lucas Jordan's stick. So with 25 seconds remaining in one-man advantage time, the Raiders have killed off the two-man advantage and stepping up with some speed, and now working his way back inside the zone was number 6, Jack MacKinnon. Big defenseman, but he only got down to the half boards. Maddox Charles settles things as the power play expires, and the Raiders have killed it off. They've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds to get the tying goal, and inadvertently put the puck into Coach Ott's bench as Ott just looks on, and so it results in a defensive zone faceoff to the right-hand side of Easton Sparks. .246 up on the board as the Screaming Eagles keep the puck inside the zone. Raiders fans want a penalty. They're not going to get it. Sorensen bounces off of his skate, and puck is punched back behind Sparks' cage. Coming up with it is Cedar Regan. Regan's able to get it back out to center as the Raiders need puck possession. Right now they got 2:21 to go. Cedar Regan tries to clear it. The puck pinballs back behind Sparks' cage, and it's pushed back over to the half boards, and the fluttering puck dies at the Screaming Eagles goal line. As we've got a whistle there, and it's going to be a icing call. So Raiders are now to just over 2 minutes to go in this third and final period. Raiders trailing by 1 as Vinny Cieslak drew the Raiders to within 1 at just under the halfway mark of this third period. And putting it back down low. Ronan Hirschfield pokes at it. Wait Sorensen into the corner, delivers it back to Dawson Charles. Dawson Charles backhander. He tried to pass it into the slot. The puck is broken out. And here comes Drew Fate. Fate down the left-hand side as he was looking for a man and into the corner. And kind of a nice shot there is good battle between Eddie Chin there and Parker Brenner. Meanwhile, back to the live action. The puck is moved out of the zone. And the Raiders with 1:26 to go. Need the puck, and they've got it on their blade as Andrew Brennick chased back into his zone. Puck is shot by Jenkins looking for the empty net. Raiders with Easton Sparks on the bench and the man advantage. Take it into the zone. Cieslak, a little drop feed. Lorenzo has to hustle, keep it alive. Cieslak yields to Maddox Charles. The bouncing puck finds neutral ice. Raiders have to let it go as Kornmesser comes up with the puck. And Cieslak has it stripped off. And here's the hat trick for Maddox Charles. Maddox Charles steals the puck, puts it away, making it 3-1. And for Maddox Charles, getting all 3 goals as he came into the contest leading this team with goals. He had 17 coming in. He's now got 20. What a player. You also saw Drew Jenkins reading the puck, reading the play as well earlier. Jenkins had an opportunity, and Easton Sparks retreats back to the pipes. 48 seconds remaining as a 2-goal deficit for the Raiders. And trying to get back, and the pass right up front. Another shot. Sparks didn't have to make that save as it ricocheted off a blade and never got close. Back up to the left point. Shot off the end board. So the Screaming Eagles will defeat the Raiders here this evening. And the Eagles will go to 9-0 in this CPHL season. Again, they've got 2 games remaining. So you'd like nothing more than an undefeated season, but what you really want is the championship. And in talking to Coach Ott before the game, you got a few players that they're out. They're missing Williams, and as well as they're missing Nolan Williams, as well as Warrott and Avery Osgood. So the Raiders look to bounce back in their final 2 games. They'll get Osgood back next game as his 1-game suspension has been served. Final score here this evening, 3-1 on Maddox Charles. Hat trick leads the Screaming Eagles over the Raiders. I'm Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey Productions. Thanks for watching, and we appreciate your viewership. Have a great evening. Good night.